Frank Glasgow, the head honcho, chieftain of the Glasgow tribe, acting chairman of Glasgow Enterprises, sponsored by Strong Trading. Who is he? Where does he come from? And why is he doing so well?
He was born on October 28th, 1941. He shares a birthday with these two guys, Bill Gates and the Joker. He was the fifth and youngest child of the original Clayton Glasgow and Amelia Glasgow in Nashville, Tennessee. There is one person who can relate to this position in the family. He started out here, but mostly he grew up in these swanky digs.
He had a pretty good childhood. He hung out with the neighborhood kids. He was a Boy Scout. And he went to Camp Marymount every summer, where he developed his repertoire of campfire songs. He was educated in the Catholic school system. He was an athlete. He was even on the championship 8th grade basketball team, up there with the likes of LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Quite the baller, if I do say so myself.
Here he is at elementary school graduation. He's way up there in the top row. That was, unfortunately, the last time he was ever tall enough to be in the top row in a school photo. By high school, he had moved down to the front row. But don't worry, things went pretty well for him in high school. He was class president and he met a really cool chick. After high school, he went on to study engineering at the University of Notre Dame. That's right, he studied engineering before there were calculators. It was Slide Rule City, baby. He worked hard and graduated in 1964. Oh yeah, and remember that cool chick he met back in high school? 3 days later, he married her.
Two of them moved to Indianapolis, then to Georgia while he served in the Army, and then they moved to Michigan. He got a good job working at Chrysler. The couple also gave birth to 3 children. Mr. Wise Guy Know-It-All Kevin, Mr. Oh, I'm sorry, my lord, Sir Spoiled Young Scott. And don't even get me started on that troublesome middle child. This family spent their time doing fun things like boating and traveling. Eventually, those 3 kids had not 2, not 4, but 10 grandchildren amongst the masses. And now I hear he's turning 80. But if you ask me, doesn't look a day past 60.
Thank you for raising such a nice man like Kevin.
A few good memories I have of you are flying the kite on the beach in Sanibel, maybe when I was like 3 or 4, long time ago. Saturday morning donuts when we stay overnight. And also, I love that you push my intelligence by challenging me with the Saturday morning Sudoku. Those really make me think.
Hi, Grandpa. Happy early birthday. My favorite memory of us is when you and Mimi took me to see My Fair Lady, which was the first musical that I've ever seen on stage. And I thought it was crazy that we were staying up so late, and it was probably like 9 or 10. And then since then, you've come to all of my performances for all of the shows that I've been in and my choir concerts. And so thank you for coming to all of my stuff. It's been so fun. having you see all of the things that I've been working hard on. So I hope you have a great birthday, and I love you lots.
Breaking down my favorite memories of Grandpa to just one memory is, I think, impossible. So, though I love defying the impossible, I just quick broke it down into two. The first one from my 8-year-old trip is got to be the baseball game. That was so much fun. I had such a great time, and I came out with some great mementos. First of all, this great baseball, and second of all, even better, the Cincinnati Reds hat, which I have kept for forever. It does not fit my head anymore, but I still love it. So, and it reminds me of that fun baseball game. The second is when we went to the zoo for animals, aquarium. We went to the aquarium, and that was cool, obviously, because it's an aquarium. But I think probably one of my favorite parts is at the end, they let me choose a stuffed animal to get. The only issue was I couldn't choose between these two great stuffed animals. I didn't know what to do. I debated over it for, I feel like, a long time. It was probably shorter. But then Grandpa said, why don't you just take both? And I said, that sounds perfect, or at least something like that happened. Anyway, I ended up with Jeff the alligator and Daniel the turtle. So I've gotten rid of several stuffed animals over the years. These two guys have stuck it out. Clearly, it's a good thing I got to keep both, right?
So when I started thinking about memories, I started making a list, and boy, oh boy, just they came flood, and there's so many memories together. So don't worry, I only picked 9. So memory-wise, I think back to the first time I met you when Scott and I were dating, and you and Mimi came out to Holland, and we ate at that cute little Italian place. I can't remember the name of it, but I do remember meeting you guys for the first time. And my first thought about meeting you was kindness. Just you two were both so kind and open to me, and right away included me in your family. And I felt that kindness from you right away from the very first time I met you.
I learned from Grandpa that they shot rubber bullets during his Vietnam training.
Things that Grandpa's taught me. There's a lot of those. He's taught me many things about hard work and satisfaction and all-around wellness. But the thing that sticks out to me the most is when he taught me how to prime, activate, and throw a grenade when I was 12 years old. So that's my my video.
One thing Grandpa has taught me is how to have perseverance, especially through the Google Drive. Grandpa taught me the love for boating and the outdoors. Another thing Grandpa taught us is you can never have enough clams. Very good.
And I first was told that we needed to make this video about things we inherited from Grandpa. I was kind of struggling to come up with a few things, and then Mimi sent this picture to both Emily and I in the mail, and I figured everyone should see this. So this is from way back in 2005, and it's a little hard to see, but as you can see, Grandpa and I both have the same facial expression as we go down Splash Mountain. Emily, again, it's a little hard to see, sitting there cool as a cucumber. Mimi's on Grandpa's side with us, very scared as we go down. But I think Grandpa and I are almost identical in this picture, and I think that really helped me see a lot of things that I've inherited from Grandpa. It was a lot of like personality traits and things like that, both in terms of just kind of a positive outlook on life, but also other things. Like I believe both all of my siblings would say that I probably play board games at the same speed as Grandpa. But that's neither here nor there. In terms of physical characteristics that I inherited from Grandpa, I guess time will tell if I inherited the hairline. But of course, as I learned, there's a lot that a Notre Dame ball cap can cover up. So,
Hi, Grandpa Frank. Happy birthday. Happy Father's Day. I'm sorry I have crazy hair going on right now. But you know I love you so much. And I think one important lesson that you've taught me is the power of investment.
yes, from a money standpoint, obviously, but more so the investment in the people you love and care about. An investment of time is really what I think about. You know, you're so generous with everything you have, and you're so good about making sure that we spend quality time together. And that is something that I care about and I cherish, and I think is so important.
One of the key things I learned from Frank is patience. He's had to deal with me. He's had to deal with a lot of the family and other situations in life. And he takes it in stride every bit. So I would say patience. Patience and Sudoku. I've learned that from him as well.
One thing you've taught me how to do is make a really good gin and tonic. I'm very grateful for that. Don't forget to sink the lime. That's a really important step. So that's been a lot of fun too.
The things that Frank has taught me: keep active, plus I'm a very slow walker. Keep learning. Gin and tonics are the perfect 5 o'clock cocktail. Always bring enough stuff to make gin and tonics and share them. Sauces enhance every meal. Travel. See it all and document life. Things that I wish I was more like Frank. Oh, so many. Keeping in touch. Being flexible. Generosity. Thoughtfulness. Never being negative. The ease of talking to people. Being interested in learning about other people. Being intentional in everything you do. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. I love you. And the most important thing that I've learned from Frank is that videos can be too long.
Hi, Dad. Hope you're enjoying your birthday celebration. Wanted to share a few things that you have taught me so far throughout my life. We'll begin with how to write on a straight edge, how to mow the lawn, how to use power tools, but more importantly, how to treat others well and with respect, how to be a good dad, how to be a good brother, and how to be a good devoted husband.
Well, Dad, you've taught me many things. Get a good education, work hard, put your family first. Oh, and how to hang stuff on a wall the right way. And in order to do that, you must have a yardstick. You bought me this and left it at my house because I didn't have a yardstick. You have to have a level. This one I bought myself. And the importance of a very sharp pencil. None of the pencils in my house were ever sharp enough for your taste, so I actually bought this pencil sharpener for when you came over to hang things on my wall. But you taught me so well that the 2 pictures behind me, I hung myself.
Okay, Grandpa tribute video, take 16. All right, I'm going to start off with a few things that Grandpa did not teach me. Number 1, yoga. Did not teach me how to do yoga. Number 2, toast. He did not teach me how to make toast. Ooh, sorry about that. Number 3, he did not teach me how to make a 3-pointer. Of course, 3-pointers did not exist when he was a kid. Okay, so what did Grandpa teach me how to do? He taught me this. He taught me that hard work is what it takes to get anything done. And Grandpa was, or is, one of the hardest workers I know. He also taught me this, and how to get this. A big family, a family that loves each other. And I hope that my kids will carry that legacy on after me. Next, he taught me this. How to carry on a 50-plus year love affair.
And that's a great example that he set for us. So, happy birthday, Grandpa. We appreciate everything you've done for us. Thank you.
I love you. I hope you have a good day, and I hope to see you soon.
Grandpa, I love you. Happy birthday. 80 years. I hope I make it as long as you did.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Frank. Have a great one. Have many, many more after.
So thank you very much, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hope you enjoy the celebration. Thanks. Love you.